Charlotte, disappointing day. How do you reflect on it on the whole?
Yeah, we just weren't good enough today, if I'm honest. I don't think we're anywhere near our best with the ball, and certainly in the field, and that's something we really pride ourselves on. So I think they probably got sort of 40 runs too many, in my opinion, especially on the wicket, and then we were just blown away, weren't we, by that spell of bowling from Wong and Arlott, and we didn't really have many answers. I thought Dani Wyatt played exceptionally well to try and keep us in the fight, but ultimately the damage was done. When you lose your sort of top four batters for next to nothing, it's gonna really hurt you as a team. And yeah, we're disappointed, but I think as this competition goes on, it just shows the depth of and the talent across the board. I mean, Emily Arlott and Izzy Wong, how exciting is that for English cricket? You've got two quick bowlers bowling as well as they did today.
Yeah, I mean, your players today, but you'd think most players would struggle against that opening bowling attack this season.
Yeah, I mean, I've just spoken to their coaches. That's the best they've bowled in tandem today, which was definitely, it was. I think we've just got to. It's in a tournament like this, you've just got to move on quite quickly and not dwell on it. We weren't good enough today. We've got a big game against Storm next Saturday at Taunton. The England team's announced on Sunday, so we're probably going to lose some England players probably along the way, as will other teams. So I think the competition takes a twist now. It's now sort of a competition of two halves, really. One with England players, and now the next round of games is going to be without those England players. So I guess you learn a lot about the depth in your squads now.
In terms of the batting today, do you just completely hold your hands up and say that was just a brilliant display from their opening bowlers, or will there be a lot of things that you will look at in terms of the technical side of things for your team?
Yeah, I'm not going to go overthink it really. I think there was some decent balls. There's probably some shots that we probably could have avoided, but you have these days a cricketer, and I think the more you analyse it, and it'll probably make it 10 times worse from my experience anyway. So I think we'll go away and have a good week of training. We've got a good block of training this week, and come back stronger. I mean, we don't turn a bad team overnight. It's our first loss as a Vipers team in terms of the new era I'm not going to over-analyse it, but we need to be better, and that's something I've just said to the team. We need to be better than we were today.
How do you reflect on that new era, if you like? As you say, your first defeat, it's been a great run in this competition so far.
Well, it was going to come to an end at some point. I just said to the girls, this is the first time I've done a sort of a speech after the game where we've lost. So that's something new for me as well. But I'm not going to panic. We've got a brilliant squad of players. We've lost, two of our experienced players in Bell and Schofield coming in today, and that's no excuse whatsoever. But they'll be hopefully back for next Saturday at the Western Storm. So we'll pick ourselves up, and this team's a pretty resilient bunch and a very talented bunch, which I'm absolutely certain they'll come back next week fighting.
Let's get a bit more from you on Dani Wyatt. You mentioned her earlier, but third consecutive half century to start the season. We know how good she is, but continually showing it out on the pitch as well takes some doing.
Yeah, and we need to learn from her, the way she went about her batting today, and she batted beautifully, really chose the right bowlers to go after, and I think that's the skill of an England player. And if we do lose her on Sunday, it'll be a big loss, but we've got Ella McCacken, who scored a couple of 50s last year, to come into the side. So it's opportunities for those younger players, but we've certainly loved having Dani here. She's a great character around the group, and obviously she's been very successful with the bat for us as well.
Just how good an opportunity is that for your younger players to come in as well, given that the England players will now sort of vacate those spots?
Yeah, and it's a big part of this comp, really. I think it's about developing the next England players, and Ella McCacken, she's only 18 to now come in and open potentially the batting next week. We've got some young bowlers as well. Gemma Lane was here today. They're going to get massive opportunity in the next round of Rachel Hayer-Flint games without England players. So I think that's the real plus of this new system, is that they get to play with England players, but then they get to play and get experience this environment, which is, as you can see from today, a really high standard now. And I think we've all seen over the 6 months of the winter how much people have kicked on, and I sit here, just as a women's cricket fan watching that game today. It's very exciting for the future of English cricket.
Just finally, fielding practice this week. We could see when you joined us in commentary how frustrated you were with some of those catches going down today.
Yeah, I set pretty high standards in the field, and we were well below them today, and the girls know that. And you know what? They've been outstanding so far, and you are allowed a bad day, and today was a bad day for us, but I think I'm going to learn a lot about this team come Saturday and how we respond, and I'm absolutely certain they'll respond in a positive way and one I'll be very proud of.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Cheers.
Thank you.